Well, most golfers have no idea how many shots they actually lose because they miss their low point. So today, I'm going to encourage you to take my low point challenge. Now, I'm going to be the first one to take it. We'll see how I do. I guess it's now going to be maybe a beat the pro challenge. Now, for the average weekend player, I would say they miss their low point maybe 15 to 25 shots per round. For a 10 handicap, maybe 10 or 15. And for tour pros, they rarely miss. And the reason? Because they play for money. And a fat shot could be pretty embarrassing on camera. And the fact is, they move their low point so far forward that they nearly eliminate that miss. Now, the difference in low point control shows just how much scoring is actually lost. In fact, I've even wondered if your golf handicap is really just a reflection of how many times you miss your low point. Okay, so here are the rules. The challenge takes place on a real golf course, not a practice range, because this is what happens when it counts. Now, you're going to see how many consecutive holes you can play without hitting a fat or a thin shot. Now, if and when you fail, that's your personal best score. And you start over on the next hole and try to beat your record. So basically, the ground behind the ball is off limits because that's a fat shot. However, you will need to hit the ground or you'll probably hit a thin shot. Now, the secret to great ball striking is in the dirt. To be a great ball striker, you must build your golf swing around low point first. Find a swing that delivers the club to the right target, the ground in front of the ball. And that's the difference we can see, feel, and track. So this is about creating awareness, building consistency, and proving that pure impact isn't just a skill, it's a mindset. All right, the challenge is on. Let's see how long I can go without hitting a fat or thin shot, how many holes I can play. And I would love to know your score and if you can beat me. Well, several of you have asked where I shoot the videos from, and it is Australia. So I've been living here for about 15 years, and I live on the Gold Coast, which is in the state of Queensland, just south, about an hour south of Brisbane. Now, the Gold Coast is also known as golfer's paradise. We have probably 20 golf courses within a half-hour drive, and today I'm at one of my favorites. So this is just about a half hour up into the mountains, and we're looking down over the Gold Coast right here. That's the Pacific Ocean right there. So I'm looking towards the United States going that way. Wildlife's a little bit different up here. Trees are different. Birds are different. More spiders and snakes, but less kangaroos. It's a beautiful golf course. Up here, you've got bent greens. I've got pine trees. It feels like you're actually up in the mountains. So I'm going to go take the challenge, and we'll see how I go. All right, here we are. Hole number 1. Impact challenge begins. Remember, you can't hit any fat shots or thin shots. And that means you can't even drop kick a driver. You can't even chunk a wedge. You can't even stub your putter, okay? Because all that ground behind the golf ball is off limits. That's a fail, and you got to start over again. And we're trying to figure out how many holes I can play without hitting a fat or a thin shot. I've got to hit the ground every time, but in the right spot. Here we go. All right, we got by number 1, okay, a driver, 3-wood, and a wedge. No fat or thin shots. By the way, you're going to see those purple trees all over the place. Those are called jacaranda trees, and they bloom here in Queensland, actually all over Australia in November and early part of December, only for a short time period, and there's a lot of them on this golf course. All right, we flushed a driver, hit a pure 9-iron, divot right in front of the ball. Managed to 2-putt, barely. I did birdie the first hole, 1 under par, going into hole number 3. Well, in Australia, we use meters, so that's 100 meters, not 100 yards. If I can flush this, we'll get through number 3. Oh, beautiful shot, Matt. This golf course is so beautiful. It feels like you're in the high Sierras when you're here. Some of you have actually wanted to know what my playing ability is. Now, I was never a tour player. I was a club pro in San Diego and Los Angeles for 20-something years. And then I came to Australia, and I've been a full-time teacher here, golf coach, college golf team coach. And as far as my playing ability goes, I've always been kind of around a scratch golfer. Right now, I'm actually a +2 because I'm playing a lot of golf right now. So I regularly play under par. I don't hit the ball real far. I'm 64 years old. So I hit the ball about 250 yards average, which is enough to be a plus handicap if you have got a good short game. And on this course right now, I'm hoping to have a couple more birdies and keep my low point in front of the golf ball. That'll give me the best chance. All right, I made it through 12. So my number is 12. Hole number 13 was a bit cruel. I needed to go over a bunker. It was my third shot on a par 5. I needed to make the ball go high and make it stop. I needed a high launch and a high spinning ball flight, and I hit the ground behind the golf ball. I risked too much. I could have just opened the face and played for the middle of the green, but I had to go for it. So my number is 12. That is the beat the pro number. So now go out there, see if you can go all the way through and beat me. Hole 12 is it. See if you can get to hole 13 or further. I guarantee you're going to hit the ball or score much lower if you can keep that low point in front of the golf ball. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.